Hey everybody, this is Cyrock Omega, and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 as Cato, with multiplayer with some buds. So this is probably the first time that I've actually played EU4 with this monitor resolution and with a webcam. So here I am. Look at my face. Here it is. Enjoy it. You're gonna have to. It's the law. You don't want to break the law now, do you? Put it the very corner. Okay. All right. Okay, we're ready.
Okay.
Tickinator, thanks for joining me. How you doing?
Good. Bum. Okay, stability is low.
Yeah, hopefully U4 will be on sale when the DLC comes out in like 2 weeks.
246. Should I be saving up not stability, Diplo points right now?
What?
Should I spend diplomatic power right now to increase stability? Or no?
As a native, it's really easy to increase stability, so spending admin power for it is not a bad idea whenever you can.
You mean it is difficult too?
No, it's not.
Then why would we want to spend points on it?
No, because it's okay. So it costs us like 50% less
Oh, okay.
to boost stability.
Oh, yeah. Okay, interesting.
Bless you.
Yeah, excuse me. Well,
All right, I'm paused.
And it is unpaused.
All right, hopefully nothing bad happened to Steve. He just happened to leave right as we were starting. Oh man. Alright, yeah, I don't think I've got any unrest issues. No, doing pretty well. I'm lagging behind. What the hell? That's weird. That's absurd. Like, why do I have difficulty with EU4 and nothing else?
I don't know, but that's why I host it. I like how the animation for the colonist working is a white guy, even when you're Native American.
Yep. That's one thing they didn't really pay too much attention to. Let's try closing some tabs.
Up there's a Spanish dude.
Not a good thing to say.
I'm gonna try and move it back up to speed 2, and we'll see if that holds.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back in.
Alright, maybe see if you can turn up the speed again.
Are you downloading anything, or?
No, I mean, I've got a couple... Jeez. What
Are you
is
guys saying
even...
something like that for me as well?
I mean, it
No,
says I'm
just
lagging.
John.
Okay, because yeah, no, I don't know. So
This
far,
game
my
is just
internet's
not cooperative.
actually working seemingly well.
I mean, CK2
So
doesn't happen. Koi 4 doesn't happen. Only this game. It just doesn't like me.
that is very weird. I wonder if it's a firewall thing or something.
Well, that'd be weird. Again, what would
There
be the
might be some
difference?
weird setting in there that maybe that I don't know.
I don't even know. I don't even know where I would deal with firewall settings. So I am playing with my friends Chris and Steve. Chris is playing as the Navajo. Nope. Chris is
No,
playing
I'm
as the
going with the
Apache,
Navajo.
and Steve is playing as the Navajo.
Hey, Steve, any interest in helping me kill Homo?
Where's Pomo?
They neighbor me.
Let's see.
They're allied to Chinook, who's above you.
Yeah, I see Chinook.
Because I wouldn't mind taking their province. And
You're Kato, right?
no, I'm
I'm Kato.
Apache. John is Kato.
No, that's right, John. Okay, okay. And
Steve, want to help me fight Potawatomi?
okay, so you want to go after Pomo? Okay, okay. Yeah, now I see. Sorry, I got confused because I thought you had more land already. Sorry. Okay. Um, yeah, I'd be down.
Do you
Let's see.
really need to
Is there
pause?
anything we can get from Chinook?
We can probably make them one of our vassals.
Okay. And you have command of that kind of diplomatic stuff, right?
Well, yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'll
Cool,
be,
cool.
yeah, I'll be heading the peace deal. I
Okay,
can't
sweet. Because
imagine.
I don't anticipate having to drop out before you. You know.
I
I mean,
can't
we could
imagine
separate
Chinook
piece
has a
Chinook.
military that would rival you. I think you have the largest one on the continent at the moment.
Yeah.
Does this really have to be paused?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm just getting refamiliarized with the layout too. Um, where do I check how many troops they have?
In the ledger, it's the second red button at the bottom right hand of your screen. You open that up and you click military. You go to armies, and we're gonna search Chinook.
I mean, like, we're
They
only at
have
speed 2,
8,000
dude.
troops.
So they have 10,000.
8,000.
2 speed?
Oh, okay. I see. All right. Yeah. There we go.
Let's go. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready when you are. Should I attack them or should I wait for them to come here and try to take the home?
You should probably attack them.
Okay, good. My army maintenance is up. I just remembered that, and I was like, yeah, better check that. Okay, taking attrition out here.
Yeah.
Can you try speed 3 again?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
I don't know, I closed a couple things. Oh, did I not unmute the, Nope, I did not. I did not unmute the gameplay.
Yeah, it slowed you down again, John.
Really? That's...
Yeah.
What the hell? Like,
You know what I think it is? You know what it could very well be?
what?
Is the stream itself.
Maybe?
That might be
Yeah,
putting up enough bandwidth.
We'll let it run at
The only
speed
thing that's different between all of us.
Yeah. But it's like, why? Why this game, not all... I mean, I guess this is... Is this older?
This game runs really weirdly.
It's also probably the most complex of them.
I don't
As far
know.
as being,
You see how
Like,
many dudes are in Hoi 4?
yeah, but you know, if the game is built better, and it is a later game, so they've learned things from developing, there's a chance that it actually might run more smoothly than one of their older games, which wasn't quite as well. Because keep in mind, think of little things like the fact that I don't remember if this one has this, but in CK2, for example, if you leave the multiplayer lobby, you have to close the whole game to get back into the multiplayer lobby.
Yeah.
Which is a huge oversight and one that you'd think would have been fixed, unless it's like the kind of thing that really can't be. You know?
Where the hell did Chinook even go? I haven't seen their army at all.
Oh, they're right next to me.
No, that's...
Oh, Haida!
Oh,
What
Haida.
the hell are you doing out here?
Yeah, I kicked them out of their capital, so they're fleeing.
Well, they're on their way back now, so, well, maybe not. Where's Chinook?
U4 is a newer game than CK2.
Yeah, I don't know, but EU4 isn't optimized very well. Like, my computer has to run it very strangely. Like, it can't... Every time you try to change a menu, it has to close down the client and...
Yes! Yes, that's true. Yeah, again, yeah, like, that's kind of into my point, is this game is not, like, constructed in ways that make sense. Like, the entire client shuts down, for me as well, when I'm, like, changing certain menus. Oh, my tech.
Okay, I'm gonna try and speed it up a bit now.
Yeah, just leave it at 2.
And my tech right now is 4?
I mean, you're
No,
higher
yeah.
than Chinook.
Is that bad?
I'm at 5.
You're lower than Haida.
Okay, well, that seemed like the case, because they were holding their own pretty well against my...
Yeah, you also don't have a general.
Oh, thank you. Oh, well, I'll not be able to add one now, but... Let's see... What? Oh my god, it's on their army!
Yeah, I did too. Just, no, stay on their capital.
Okay.
I found their army
As
too.
soon
They're
as I'm
sieging
done
yours.
with my siege, I'll go start cleaning up what they're doing. This isn't like CK2 where you need battles and sieges. We can win this through just sieges.
Okay.
And just the AI, just combat-wise, so much better in this game. Like, I feel war in CK2. I don't know. It just feels so much simpler in the way that they not simple in a good way. It's like more dudes, you win. It feels that way. I know, I mean, the units do play into it, but it's not like... I just feel like it's...
Oh, it's a very, very weak army.
The reason why that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
It's because the way the feudal levies are constructed, they can only roll a single tactic. Mm-hmm. So if you're both using the same tactic with basically the same troops, then whoever has the most wins. But like the retinues, since you can like control that, that's when you actually might see some things be different.
Okay.
Okay. Good thing we have these cannons.
You don't have any cannons.
No, I know, but I'm just looking at the... If you look at the siege.
We can always pretend.
This is a standard issue cannon that comes... It's not a very good one, though.
Ooh, we got him. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
These cannons just make noise.
They're called drums.
Okay, they don't want to give in quite yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going after Chinook. They're coming back to come after me now.
I'm meeting
up
with them too.
Never noticed the snow go how it actually recedes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you can move through unowned territory, like uncolonized land.
Yep.
Just depending on certain things, sometimes natives may attack you.
Yep. I find natives usually attack you.
That's that, and mostly because I don't like natives attacking my territories that I'm already settling. I don't like bothering with having to have an army sit on top of them and babysit. That's why I generally go for the peaceful colonization. Yes, peaceful colonization. You could feel the air quotes. For the viewers at home could see it. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm not too far from having Biloxi finished.
Okay, so we trying to herd the Europeans into the Gulf? Is that what we were doing?
How do you mean?
Because the two of us, you and me, are supposed to be colonizing the shoreline, so we can control where they go.
You mean when we want them to be on the Atlantic and not in the Gulf?
Yeah, do we want them on the Atlantic or in the Gulf?
Yeah, probably in the Atlantic. The longer we have... I'd rather them have to try and go through the land than just colonize next to me, mostly.
Yeah, because they have a general.
Shit.
And you crossed a couple rivers.
And they have higher tech than you.
Yeah. We lost. Lost the battle.
But we've won the war. I'm just waiting for them to realize it. I think you dealt enough casualties that they should see it now. Nope. But they're close. Once I get these sieges on siege, it should be ours. $99%. Oh no, wow. I guess I gotta get rid of one more for you. These guys are stubborn. Okay, yeah, now they understand. They have lost. Okay, Steve, you're going to become the overlord of Chinook.
The overlord of Chinook.
Hmm. I'm reminded that this time I did not go for the coexistence policy. Instead, I'm doing native repression, which is why I have my dudes sitting there and why I am not drilling them. Why I should not be drilling them.
Yeah, I usually go for the coexistence.
In other words,
yeah,
you were just lying straight through your teeth when you said non-violent colonization.
Yeah, I did repression this time too because we have so few colonists.
Like it won't be in for a while, but we can get another colonist, and also like the things we're colonizing are right next to us, as opposed to if you are a European that is colonizing at closest West Africa.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to make it in time to stop this one, though.
Where are they landing?
No, I think he means a battle.
Yeah, the colony. Some native.
Okay.
I lost some settlers. That's okay, though. I'll just perk my guys here for the next time.
Oh, see, yep. Native uprising, that's why we have them sit there.
Yep, there's some rebels.
So, for anyone that may be new to EU4, it's normally not this slow. Normally in single player, or at least with the, I don't know, my computer is... If you're not streaming and maybe you have a better computer, you normally play it at least 4 speed, and there's normally more things to do. Being a Native American that doesn't have too much stuff at this point. And when there is stuff to do, it may just be us getting killed by the white man, you know? Par for the course. But hopefully, we can kill them instead. If we do this well enough. Alright, I am pretty close to getting Biloxi finished, then I'll move on to Mobile, and then I'll do the rest of the western Gulf Coast. There we go, Biloxi finished. I'm gonna do Mobile because that is part of a state and also is a higher development than Aish.
Ooh, that's a pretty good one too.
Mobile? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a center of... No, not a center of trade, but still pretty good. 5 development.
Okay. Oh. Okay, where should I be expanding to, guys?
Yeah,
You think I should
anywhere.
be working on a colony, or
If you can afford it.
If you can afford it, you should always be working on a colony. How much money are you making?
let's see, I'm making 153.
Without a colony?
Can't quite afford it.
What?
Without a colony?
Without a colony, yeah.
Ooh,
A colony costs 2.
So what do I want to do to get my income up?
Build buildings?
Yeah.
Okay, just build more buildings?
Probably. They cost 40 gold.
Yeah. So we're gonna get the tax modifier up?
Yeah, try and look at what your province's developments are and build buildings that will work well together with that.
Now you use the like that sort of that window. It was press the B key. You use that window, right?
B?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very useful one.
Let's see, buildings. Okay, so everything's just gray.
Yeah. I mean, if you then click on one of the buildings that you could build.
Have you used all your building slots?
I think so.
No, you've got a slot in Hopi that you could use. You've got you've got a slot in Z. And Tejas. So you've got 3 building slots that you could put something somewhere.
Okay. Other than tax modifiers, what can I use to increase money? Local goods produced?
Yeah, local goods and local production efficiency.
And trade, but trade is not really going to do you much good there. You're pretty much like the worst spot in the entire map for trade.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I'm in the starting node.
Yeah, well, he's between 2 starting nodes.
So with the Hopi land, do I want to do production modifier?
So Steve, if you're gonna build production or goods produced, you should put them in the same province because they actually affect each other's value.
Okay, I don't know if I have enough.
You only have spaces for one thing, so let's see what you got. Irrigation in Hopi, irrigation in Zuni, and irrigation in Tejas. So it probably doesn't really matter which one you put there. Just whichever one you want.
Should I remove an irrigation from one place?
No. Irrigation typically gives you the most money in low development provinces. And that's what these are.
Yeah, right now it would only give me 0.02 in Biloxi. But, I mean, it's better than nothing? I mean, it would cost me 40... How many months would it take? Alright, so 0.02... In order, I mean, it's going to increase eventually in
Dude, I'm making 0.01.
Man.
You're making 0.01?
Sure.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Like from... I'm talking about in a given province, but yeah.
I'm talking about in total. I'm currently making 0.01.
That's what I assumed you were saying.
My colony is eating up all of my income.
Wow. I'm actually making the most money, I guess. Between the three of us. I guess
You have New Orleans, which is
10
basically
development?
just... Yeah. I think I might have... Mine might be 11. Yeah, San Francisco is 11.
New Orleans is 20. What was that?
Is it called New Orleans in the game right now?
No, it's Chitimaca.
Oh, no, sorry, I want to double check that. I was like, that'd be funny. It would be terrible, honestly.
Probably only if it turned...
landmarks wouldn't get renamed.
Maybe if it is owned by the French, it might be renamed New Orleans.
Oh, I'm sure it might be. Yeah. Which makes sense.
Oh, wait, New Orleans is 20 development. Dude.
Yeah, I've developed it.
Yeah, it's huge. Remember that?
Yeah, that's...
New Orleans is insane.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like...
I think it started at 10, but I developed it to 20. Institution tech penalty, 127%.
And it's only going to get worse. But hey, if we make it to military tech 6, we get horses.
So...
Look what we found! What the hell's that? I call it the kill machine.
Hey guys, for colonizing, I'm looking at Chiricahua? I don't know.
Okay, the one west of Texas.
But yeah.
3 developments. Islands.
Piro.
What?
Piro.
2, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's 5 development. That's good.
Oh, that's what I meant. That's what I meant to click on. Sorry, clicking the wrong thing. Yeah.
Piro. Let's
2,
see.
2, 1.
Then Tiscadden.
Tiscadden, yeah. What about Hualapai? Wait, no. Okay, that's there's a 5 somewhere right around here.
I know. I mean, that's Piro.
I know there's Piro, yeah. I think there. No, I guess there isn't another 5 around here.
Not that's next to you.
Sworn there was 1, but no, not right next to me. Yeah, so Piro and then Tiscadden.
Okay, let's see. We were trying
from
to
there,
divide states,
right? Kiowa is 4.
I believe we decided that I was going to get Arizona so my border wouldn't look so incredibly weird.
Sure. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I don't know, I mean,
It's up to Steve, though.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, like, yeah, Arizona would be a good border.
Oh, like, all the rest of Arizona? Or just...
Like, the state of Arizona? You know, the game state?
I can't, hold on. I mean, I can't, hold on. Can I actually see it without...
Area.
Yeah. Okay. That wouldn't look too bad.
Yeah, so like my border would be down Arizona and down Sonora.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Steve should definitely get the majority of the pick because he's in pretty not great land.
Yeah.
And he's in an even worse trade position than we are. He's literally never going to get any sort of trade node.
Yeah,
and
because we're pulling it out.
And by ever, I mean in this session and possibly the next one before the DLC comes out. I mean, we could keep going after that, I suppose, but...
No, well, we could try. That could be better. I'd rather try out some of the new features if we can.
Yeah.
We can't because John's computer can't handle it.
I mean,
well,
I never tried to just go at speed 2 when I was doing it.
Well, whenever we tried to have you hosting it, it kicked Steve and I out before the game even started.
We could try again, because that could be something that's been fixed.
Unlikely, but
you know,
I
there's
think we
been a
should
few
try.
updates.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a big one coming up, so that might change, and it's possible to fix whatever's causing John's problem entirely.
Well, we could hope.
Yeah, well, that's about all we can do.
Oh, Steve,
but if it doesn't work, I mean, you know,
yeah.
that's that.
Another thing to consider when colonizing stuff is to pick things in states you have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Piro is in a state that you have.
Tiscaden is not, or...
Yeah, Tiscaden is not.
Interesting, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, Piro, Mescalero, Lipayanes, and Jicarilla are in states that you own. Of course, you probably have enough tech to afford another state. You can tell by looking at the stability tab.
Mm-hmm.
So it tells you the number of states you can have. The base value is 10. I currently have 1 state and 2 territories. I can't see what yours would be, but I would assume you would have 10 too. So I can tell by looking at your country you have 3 states. So that means you could definitely afford to make Tiscaden a state.
Oh, good. That's cool. Hey, quick question.
Yep.
Should we be making Native American archers or clubmen?
Oh, let's take a look at them.
Does it even matter, honestly? Offensive check. So probably the archers, because they're a better defense.
Clubmen.
Really?
Because we're only fighting other Native Americans, so we don't have to worry about Europeans killing us yet.
You especially probably won't have to. If I die, then you're pretty much dead. Yeah. You may have some time, depending on how you expand, but, you know.
I'll be dead.
Yeah, you should be doing clubmen.
I mean, I specifically will be dead. Clubman. I like how the symbols have rifles. Well, I guess all of the Avengers symbols are the same. But... okay.
Were you making archers before, Steve?
Yeah.
that's part of the reason why you weren't faring so well against Chinook.
Not surprised. Although I know that they're reversed for this purpose. Let's see, recruit general.
Yeah, you weren't taking advantage. You had them largely outnumbered, and you weren't taking advantage of that fact. So basically, they were probably using club. So they were dealing as much damage as they could, which normally would have been a bad decision for them, because you had them outnumbered. But since you weren't really dealing much damage to them, most of their troops survived into the part where they could attack.
Right.
I love that I get events where that are growth of cities attract serfs.
Yeah. I like to think that the serfs are like coming from like Western Europe.
Yeah. I heard there's a very nice swamp down here where I can make more clothing in your factories or something. Thankfully,
Oh, wow.
like normally that's an event that's like lose one development to bring it to another. My dude is calm, so I actually just raise the development by one and just get autonomy in that place they're coming from.
Nice.
Yeah.
And now New Orleans has even more development.
Yeah. This city is probably comparable to some sizable ones in Europe.
The 20 development is pretty insane.
Yeah, we'll see if that strategy pays off for John. I think it will, because he can support a lot more than I can.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
financially, I'm pretty
beneficial.
good. I've got a colony going, and I've got 2.62 income a month.
Oh, yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah. Militarily, though, my manpower is not as high as either Choctaw or Cherokee.
But no, I mean, I think that's pretty amazing. You didn't build that up either, right? I mean, you
No, I
built it up
did.
a little bit,
I'm
but
pretty sure.
because I thought you just like inherited it, basically, like it was already really built up.
No, it was unoccupied.
It's crazy.
Quote
Well,
unquote
you know-
unoccupied. I say as my troops stand in the middle of their streets, making sure that making sure that
You've
my
imposed a 9 o'clock curfew.
yeah. What would be super great would be if Le Pen moved to Aish. That would be awesome. Oh, except they're ally the Choctaw. Although I could ally Cherokee.
And then hit Choctaw.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Yeah, I mean, it's still risky, though. Well, I mean, my manpower is actually... My force limit is actually 13. So maybe I could just build up to something comparable. But I really like having...
13, because you have so much fucking development.
Yeah. I mean, I really like having this much money, though. Screw it. I'm gonna just build up to... I'm gonna build up to 6 units. And then see where I'm at.
Dude, and you have a 2-star general, too.
Yeah.
Oh, check out my general.
Ah. Nice, you got one, too. If only he had been there when you were fighting...
Yeah, he's probably gonna die before the next war.
The greatest general we never had.
He was brilliant and died just before the Great Invasion.
Okay, I'm up to 0.36.
Alright, alliance with Cherokee. And gonna do the risky move and
Offer them land.
no. It's gonna just rival a dude that's stronger than me at the moment. And build spy network. Rival.
You can't make claims. You can't make claims. So.
Oh, right, okay. So I always have to do no CB wars? Yikes.
Yeah, but it's not that big a deal though, since raising stability is so cheap.
Yeah. Correction. They actually have 23,000 troops.
Choctaw?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Shit. Yeah.
That's a lot more than me.
He has 19.
Yeah. I mean, if I have you guys to help as well, I might be alright. Like, if I take all of the Choctaw land, that would be real good.
Yeah, it would, but I'm not particularly. I've got.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard sell for me too. If it's gonna cost.
I mean, I will help you, but I've got to leave some troops behind to guard a colony.
Okay.
So I could probably only send like 5,000.
That's fine. I mean, if I get the Cherokee, then hopefully you guys will just be... If I have a decent number, maybe 8?
I mean, try not to call me unless you need to, because I really can't absorb the money loss from reinforcements.
Infer and Mobile. Excellent. Fur is definitely one of the better ones I could get.
Is it?
It will be. Eventually, it's gonna be at least 3. I think cotton.
Once the French come and they start doing all their fur stuff.
I mean, I think I don't know what triggers it, but eventually, an event that increases the cost by at least 1 for the rest of the game happens.
Yeah, it's a European in North America.
Okay.
So it's usually the French. Could be the British, though.
I think cotton may be the best that I could get down here, though.
Gold is always good.
Well, yeah, duh. But I don't think too many of them have a likelihood of getting gold.
Yeah, I think I got a gold province. Where is it? Oh, it's this one I just stole, Pomo.
Very nice.
Yeah. Oh, well, you are entirely fur.
Yeah.
All those dead beavers.
I don't know if there are that many beavers down here, but, you know.
Oh, no, Steve's got a couple things.
Yeah, I have a few resources that are pretty...
He has naval supplies, despite being completely landlocked.
Yeah, that's a funny thing.
No, I manufacture naval supplies.
Yeah, it's like the only thing I could think of. The naval supplies are generally like wood for boats, but
I live in a desert.
Yeah, that province is mountains, and I think it's considered arid as well.
What the hell can I possibly be making for boats?
Like, I would say maybe salt, except salt is its own thing.
We make sextants out of stone. I mean, it has to be some kind of stonework product.
You mind the
uranium that powers it?
For the compasses.
Yeah, because Native Americans in 1532 had compasses. That's basically That was one of the two things that really...
Remember how we were, like, praising a few minutes ago their attention to detail as far as, like,
Yo, Jackie's, how's it
historical
going?
Like, look, I'm just saying, I don't think the Navajo were...
Big on
I
naval
don't
supplies.
think naval supplies was the focus of what they were probably producing.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like very useful for a landlocked nation.
Jackie says
In
rope
that
and canvas
situation.
were pretty big deals for boats.
Canvas. That's
Ooh,
that's
yeah,
a good
I
point,
think
actually. Yeah.
rope. Yeah, that would make sense.
That makes
You're
sense
making rope.
if you had sailboats instead of, I don't know, canoes. So it would be good eventually, except right now,
Well,
that's your
you
main
do
export.
have a couple rivers, so I guess that's what you're making your boats for.
But again, I don't know if they actually used sails. I'm pretty sure they were all just rowboats. They were canoes.
There may have been some sailboats.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, I don't know exactly, but it's still with rivers. I think the canoe would probably be a better design anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, just
Unless
imagine
you're
if
going
you're in a
really long
canoe
distance.
and like a strong gust blows you like laterally.
Let's see.
It like the size of your boat normally would offset something like that, and also the fact that you're in like a sea, or at very least a lake, as opposed to a narrow river. That would make you run aground. All right.
See, I got some salt, fish, wool, and cows.
Now, would finishing a state... Oh no, this is actually quite a large state, like 5 provinces. Pensacola and Jete. Or do I go for Aish? Which is 4 development.
Well, my preference is closing the Gulf to them.
Either way,
But-
it's working on the Gulf.
Yeah.
I'm not planning on going anywhere inland yet. As much as I would love to reclaim my native Caddo land.
Hey, Cheyenne moved right next to me.
Yo, go for it, dude. They are allied to Cree and Arafo.
They're also in a federation with
Mm.
Shoshone.
What do you think?
I'd be willing to help.
Yeah, I can help too.
See.
I guess, but let's think about this first, though.
Let's see. So I need to fabricate a claim on them first, right?
No, you can't fabricate claims.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Cree, Arapaho, and Shoshone. Where is Shoshone? Okay, it's up there.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I could probably sneak around and send some guys to Shoshone.
I mean, and if Steve just rushes in with all his dudes, then he will have the war score, and if he just sits on it, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. But if we take out the other guys, we can bleed some money out of them.
Also true. But I think that would be Steve's job, at first, and then we can pick off other dudes. Alright, Kree. Arafo. Yep. Let's see, are any of them actually strong? Kree is 8k. And as does Arafo.
What about Shoshone?
They have 7k. Actually does look like a tougher one. Cheyenne also is 8k, so that's 31.
Yeah, I think this Federation is out of our reach for the moment.
Yeah, if it's 31,000, and my military technology, I'm gonna be able to upgrade that very soon.
Yeah, you are.
Still.
Cheyenne is actually one higher than you.
Yeah. I'm gonna be upgrading any minute now. Well, not any minute, like probably about 5 minutes, but.
I mean, you guys do
March
have
1535. It's 2 years from now. What?
You guys do have those good generals.
We do, but still, I'd rather have
the military tech. Yeah,
I'd like to have both if possible. I mean,
units.
And looking at this, I don't even. I forgot about Choctaw's allies. They have 3 that are probably each another 8k.
So we really aren't the most powerful federation at all.
We will be.
I mean, you've got a lot of dudes, Steve.
I wonder if I'm at my force limit. I haven't even checked. Yeah, then. Let's see. Production.
No, you're fine. You actually have the highest force limit in North America.
I have 14 out of 29.
Yeah, but you also got to keep in mind your money, so.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, if you want to get rid of some of these dudes, that may not be a bad idea.
No, I would keep them up for a little bit.
What I could do is save up money, turn down the army maintenance, and then save up money.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, if you're not colonizing, and if you're only using part of them to fight any uprisings, then sure.
Let's see, army maintenance. Yeah. Right now, I don't really have any uprisings, so.
Are you? Where are you?
Very good. What?
Where are you colonizing again?
I'm not colonizing anywhere. Yeah.
He can't afford it.
That's right. Okay, yeah. If you were not colonizing anything, absolutely turn down your maintenance.
Yeah, Hero. I will be going after that fairly soonish.
If you're not drilling your troops and you are not expecting to go to war, you should always generally have your maintenance lowered. And by not expecting to go to war, I mean like not expecting to declare war yourself and pretty secure that no one will attack you.
That's where I'm at right now. Unless the Cheyenne were to just invade, I don't know where.
Which I don't think they will.
Them to.
Native Americans tend not to declare no CB wars. Look, if I can just get to Administrative Tech 5.
I died! There goes my good general. Oh, great missionary strength. There are probably fewer places and times where missionary strength is less useful than Native Americans in the early game. Like, it'd be a challenge to actually have to do anything with it. I would have to move all the way down to the Animus territory in Mexico.
If you did that, would you get conquered right away?
If I got right next to the Aztec peoples? Maybe.
Probably. They love declaring those flower wars.
Well, technically these are the one that I would be next to first would actually be Mayan. At least the ones that I know of.
Oh, they would just conquer you outright.
Primary culture is a Huastec. Man, I should just become Mayan. Get some sick pyramids. Big old circle calendar. Maybe find out the deal with those big old Olmec heads.
You know, considering how big of a city you have,
Yee.
do you not already have a pyramid?
I absolutely do. I got it. I don't know, it sinks into the swamp maybe.
Maybe you're a mound builder?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe a super cool one. Maybe a super huge longhouse. A longer house.
Maybe a pyramid house.
Dude.
It's just a big wooden pyramid.
Alright. Yeah, okay. Hold on. How many...
I mean, look, if I make sailing equipment, then you can have a pyramid.
Yeah, let's pretend we have a super awesome pyramid. Right where the Saints would play. So how do I tell, I mean, how many slots a province has in this?
It's at the bottom of the screen. It's the little building thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, one of two. Alright, so... Yeah. So I could either do the Three Sisters Field, or the Storehouse in Biloxi. And either way, it gives me 0.03. What's the one do you think would scale the best?
Sorry, say that again?
What do you think would scale the best? Production efficiency or goods produced modifier?
It depends on the province. Usually they come out to being just about the same.
Okay.
But sometimes there's a difference.
I've only got 2 storehouses and I've got three sisters fields, so I'll just go ahead and build one more storehouse. Oh, the Cherokee are at war with somebody. They're attacking Fox. Gee, I'm killing Fox. How swell. Why are they doing this? Humiliation.
Rivals.
Neat.
Let's see, Age of Reformation. Are there any of these that we could actually do?
I don't believe so.
We could potentially do humanist or religious, but getting to 5 administrative tech is really hard. I'm working on it, and I'm getting nowhere.
I'll be there in 37.
I could hold on. No. I could get all of my culture, but definitely not all of my cultural group.
Now I have 5 five military technology.
Nice.
Pipes. 5 pipes. All right.
There are 5 pipes.
You fools! You're supposed to research military technology, not piping.
Now that sounds like grand mustardy levels of administration.
Yeah. My administrative technology is 4 right now, and it should be 5 in 1537, November. So I'm fairly close to 5.
Restore the allies. Nah, I don't need to do that yet.
I probably wouldn't recommend picking religious or humanists, though.
No, definitely not. Unless you turn... I mean, if the Europeans show up, you become Catholic or something.
I would probably recommend expansion.
Yeah. That's a much better one. Sounds so good right now.
Economic is also really good.
At this rate, I will have my national ideas in 1541. And that's without
44.
That's without any more of the tech penalties. That's one reason you may not want to focus on making states, because you kind of got to core those.
Yeah, but if you don't make states, then your economy never gets better.
Yeah.
I've made states, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, good. Yeah. Because when my army turned off, I'm making 283 a month.
With your army turned off, you can afford to start a colony. But then again, if you start a colony, you can't afford to have your army turned off. And there's Portugal.
Yo, the call of the hunt. Our young men living in Mobile are, at best, half civilized. They learn from and admire the nearby native people, and many yearn to cast aside their home to become wanderers and hunters in the great wilderness beyond our borders. Condemn this foolishness. Don't they understand that our great culture of Caddo is so far superior to the culture of Caddo?
Well, I think they're talking about the Choctaw. And that is bordering Mobile.
Okay. Oh, is that actually? I'm pretty sure that's a colonization thing, like the colony that I've got going. Not necessarily just bordering a native. Now that'd be even weirder. They're more advanced technologically than me, and well, they're actually not. Oh, that's kind of surprising. But they're only by a hair. I'm ahead of them.
So the only trade zone I'm apparently close enough to interact with besides my own is Mexico, except I don't know where the center of Mexico is, so I can't do anything with that trade zone.
Yeah, that's a fun one. Well, the British have trade power. Britain and Burgundy, Holland, all have trade power in Eastern North America.
Oh, wonderful.
They don't have any land there. I mean, it's like Britain is ahead.
Norway does.
They've got like a third of it.
Norway has arrived.
Ooh, Vinland.
Norway. Oh boy.
I mean, if anyone, if we were to have to border anyone, I would want it to be Norway.
Would they be easier to beat?
They're less likely to expand and attack us. If it'd be really weird if Norway were to end up next to me.
There's the Dutch walking through John's territory.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Dutch. Oh, the Netherlands.
The Dutch are bad.
Kemal Abbey, thanks for joining me. I mean, I don't even know. How would I change to animate? Well, yeah, we were actually talking about this earlier. Like, animist I'd have to go all the way down to here. I'd have to colonize all the way down to Mexico. Which religion the animists spawn Renaissance? How does animist spawn the Renaissance? And also, it's, yeah. Do we get points towards the Renaissance if we're animist?
I've never played as animist, so I don't know.
Maybe that's the elite strat. Yeah, we're just kind of chilling. I'm going at 2 speed because apparently the game does not want to cooperate with me streaming this while doing multiplayer. Yeah, so we met the Dutch, apparently. Kind of. It's like... We have met Dutch people? We just don't really have any sort of... What is this? Oh. Rapid collapse. I just noticed that there is a modifier that could occur called Rapid Collapse of Society.
Oh yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah.
how does that happen?
We meet Europeans.
You border a European.
So either we get their technology, or that happens?
Yeah, you border a European or you border someone who is bordering a European, and so on and so forth, because it can spread.
So if that happens, just game over, basically.
It goes away eventually.
Yeah, but if it happens, we're pretty much, like, we're dead in the water until we can reform. The country kind of looks like a fish now, John.
Yay! Fitting for New Orleans. I'll look like a crawdad by the end of this, or else they'll kill me.
That would be an interesting challenge.
Make your country look like shellfish. Yep. There's that fish's nose. That's where its eyes would be. Fin, fin, fin.
If Steve colonized Lipianus, he'd look like a duck.
Wah. Big honk. I'm not that far from military tech.
Nice.
Only a year.
I'm almost at Diplotech 6, which is probably the least useful of the 3.
And even then, like Diplo for us, Diplotech 5 is naval maintenance increase, trade efficiency, and trade range. Oh boy.
Diplotech 6 is dock and mace steel maps.
I wish I could interact with Norway.
Honestly, I'm thinking maybe I might just want to use that and boost my production in San Francisco.
Yeah. Like, I've just got an event where it's like, do I want to lose 50 admin or lose 50 Diplo? And it's like, I've got more admin, but admin is useful.
Oh, hey, Poland and Lithuania united.
Oh, look at that.
I can tell because the Commonwealth is a great power.
Hmm. Oh, yeah. Ottomans, Ming. Ming's still around, doing okay. Commonwealth, Castile, Delhi Mamluks.
Muscovy is not Russia yet.
Yeah. Despite the United Kingdom existing, they aren't a great power. Interesting.
Does Great Britain exist?
Oh, yeah. Like, just look at, you might not actually be able to see, but Great Britain, like, when I said Great Britain, I meant it. Like, they have the most trade power in Eastern America. And,
I see.
Chesapeake and Gulf of St. Lawrence. Burgundy still exists.
Well, there goes my general.
I make enough money that I may want to actually get an advisor. I think that sounds good, like getting a tax mod advisor. Even just level 1.
At 5 administrative technology.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
What?
I'm gonna get an advisor.
No, Steve. You're at 5?
I'm about to.
Okay. That means you'll get to pick your first idea group.
Hey, Real Facer, thanks for joining me.
Ooh, my colony is finished.
Oh, declaring war in this game is probably easier than CK2.
Oh, it's really easy.
Yeah, like CK2... Ah, man, that's one of the worst things about CK2 is just being so hardwired to whatever CB you use. It's like, who the hell is gonna be like, you know what? No. You took one province that you shouldn't have instead of the one you said you were going to take. You're going to hell!
I
says the
did
Pope.
that, though, so...
Or something.
Because you don't want whoever you don't want with the game focused mostly on
internal sort of like the characters.
Yeah, they don't want to
It's a
be able to
character game.
overpower everybody, really quickly. But there's better ways they could have done that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because,
you know
it
what?
doesn't make any sense. Why would you like if you occupy the entire kingdom? And oh no, we said one county.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use Diplo power for development.
Yeah, that's definitely the way to go.
Okay, national ideas.
Oh man, it's like
So, let's see what's available for natives.
And let's see.
There's really not much on the Diplo tree that would help us, and particularly help you, because you're in a trade dead zone. Normally, I'd say trade is a good one to pick. Also, diplomatic doesn't really help all that much right now. Normally, I'd say that would be the first
What
thing.
about espionage?
Huh?
Espionage?
Nah, I can't see that helping.
And
so does
exploration, quest for the new world.
Here's the thing.
Hmm.
If you were to pick exploration, you'd be better off going expansion and administrative. It gives you a higher settler bonus.
So what are the thresholds for development to increase your building number? Is it like 10?
Every 10.
So Chris, what
That
would you
includes
go with
military,
as far as
right?
Diplomatic ideas.
As far as diplomatic, I don't think I would pick anything just yet.
Okay.
Which is the thing is like
Keep that in
diplomatic.
mind.
Diplomatic is the most throwaway thing for us. So like picking a diplomatic idea would generally be a great use of those points. But I don't see any of these really helping you. What about you, John? Do you disagree?
As far as Diplo, what?
Diplo ideas?
Oh, let's see. Diplo ideas. Espionage is always trash. Diplomatic
is always good, but it's not really vital at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, like, it'd be a big investment to do the, like, province war score cost and the, especially the Diplotech cost. But again, Diplotech not that useful for us. Trade is not good for us here. Exploration, not as good as, like...
Expansion is much better.
Influence, maybe if you have like vassals.
He has a vassal, but I don't think that's enough to justify taking it.
Yeah, I agree. That if I would say definitely expansion economic would be good.
I would probably say expansion.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm gonna go for.
If you wanted to do a military one, I would probably recommend defense.
Yeah. Like, when you have to choose a Diplo group, maybe exploration just for the colonist and the global settler increase.
Either that or influence, because it would give you a little bit more money, but it's not really anything to write home about.
And again, like, that's big. Those are big investments for very little return. Like, the only reason to do that would be is like I feel like there's no reason not to just do development.
Yeah. I would say it would be between expansion or defensive, depending on which way you want it to go.
Yeah,
that would be my opinion.
Ideally, if you need to take defensive anytime soon, that would mean that I'm already dead, and that means that you are already way over your head, I'd say.
Yeah. For point of reference, when I finally can pick one, the thing I am going to be picking is expansion.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Ooh, also, superior unit types.
Then I think expansion's what I'd want to go with then.
Yeah, I think it would probably be the most useful for us.
So I could choose.
I'm going with expansion then.
The only thing is that since your economy isn't as good as mine and John's, you won't get as much return out of it as we will.
Yeah, you probably won't even be able to use all those colonists.
But when you do
what about
get the
economic ideas?
actually, that might be good for you, economic.
Yeah. I mean, it just gives you more money. Like, if you're not...
That might be something I need.
Yeah, I think, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that's probably good.
Because I need to be, in order to even make colonies, I need to be able to make more money.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go with,
The only reason that I could think in that case would just be for the, global settler increase, but that's a lot of investment to not get anything like the first two ideas. First two, yeah.
Yeah, I think economics good for you.
Yeah, I just went with it.
Cool. Money's always good.
Well, especially for me, because I don't have access to trade.
Now, trade is trash for even us. Even when we do have access to trade. We're in the starting nodes.
Yeah.
Like, even my not starting node is just barely siphoning money from Chris's starting node. Like, 0.13 is being pushed out from his territory into mine somehow. I don't even know how. Alright, so my unit types. I've got the Algonquin Tomahawk Warriors, the American Plains Warriors, or the Ambush Infantry. The Algonquin Tomahawk Warriors. These warriors were another improvement on the basic Plains Warrior. Although not as effective in shock combat as the reformed Plains Warrior, their deadly barrage of missiles gave these units extra hitting power. Yo, free admin points. Well, not free, it costs me inflation, but who cares. Alright, American Plains Warriors. With the gathering of the natives into tribes, often protecting specific areas, there often evolved a state of endemic warfare. The warpath was a way of proving your worth, and often a rite of passage for the young men. Ambush Infantry. In the broken terrain of the foothills of the Rockies, which is totally where I am at, new tactics built around ambush began to develop. These units did not have the staying power of the mountain infantry, but they did hurt the enemy's morale with their ambush tactics. So, for me, what would be the best? Defensive, offensive? Balanced?
Oh, sorry, were you talking to me?
Yeah.
Let's see. You're at about the level of army that most people around here are. However, Choctaw, your neighbor, will be much stronger than you.
Yep.
So, I don't want to tell you to take the Tomahawk Warriors because I think you're going to run into the problem we were talking about earlier with you sticking around and not doing enough damage to mitigate how many people are attacking you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the Plains Warriors are just as defensive as the Tomahawk, but they attack morale where... no, they attack shock, where the Tomahawk do not do shock. They only do twice as much morale than the Plains.
Morale is incredibly important, particularly at this point.
Defensively or offensively, or both?
Offensively.
Okay.
But, like I said, you're going to be outnumbered, so offensive morale isn't going to be your strong suit. So I'm thinking Plains Warrior.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with that. Might not even be fighting by the time I get the next one, so we'll see. Because I'm just outgunned when it comes to Choctaw.
Yeah.
If I attack them, it'll be a big war against their big selves and their bunch of allies. Yeah. Although, if I attack Le Pen, if they were to get next to me, I would only have to fight Choctaw, Le Pen, and Illinois. So that'd be a smaller one. slightly smaller one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I could get Cherokee in on favors, then... And if you guys would help out a little bit, at very least to keep Illinois off my back.
Which trooper infantry type you were talking about? We should do?
American planes. I think you have...
Okay.
Do you have different ones?
He doesn't have them yet.
Okay.
No, I have American planes. I have American planes orders.
Yeah.
Steve, you are a different case because you have so many troops compared to John. You should be focusing on the offensive. So you should go with ambush.
Okay, here we go.
Anyone you're fighting, you are likely to outgun them. Whereas anyone John is fighting, he's likely to be either even or massively outgunned, like he will be in the case of Choctaw.
Okay. That's good to know. Yeah. It's still kind of confusing, but...
Oh, it's very confusing. I might be telling you the complete wrong thing.
This is the best that we know.
Yeah.
To the best of our knowledge, we're doing it right. Oh, who's this? Let's see. Portugal!
Where?
I've
What?
been here for
Oh,
a
yeah,
while.
right up in there. They're having a good time. Porco de
Awesome, I've done
Madeira.
enough development to get free development.
Yeah, I'll be
The rich
right back.
get
On
richer.
the bus.
Expand Apache.
Expand dong.
So now San Francisco is at 20 development.
Very cool. Working on that big old bridge.
Yep.
It's actually just a bunch of canoes strapped together, but it works. Oh, got golden eye-ish.
Nice.
I guess I know where I'm going to be putting my Diplo points. I love gold.
Oh man, that more than tripled my trade power.
Cool.
I'm actually getting some money now.
Hot gosh.
Holy shit, I'm making 3.28 per month. That's 62 development. Means
Man,
I can afford a couple more people.
That feeling when the Europeans show up looking for gold and we actually have it.
Yeah, I think the only one without gold now is Steve. I don't think he's at his desk right now. He probably would have appreciated that.
Alright, admin tech. Give me that tasty expansion. Alright, now I just need 400 points to get that guy. Well, that actually doesn't take too long. I get points the same speed as everyone else, but, you know. Just the cost of the tech is pretty nasty. I'm never gonna get those workshops or farm estates. Europeans gonna get over here and be surprised that we've got, like, a gold-based paper currency. Like a stock exchange.
Oh no, Steve's in a starting node too.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah,
You're
yeah.
the only one who isn't in a starting node.
Yeah, I mean, Aish is in that node, but
Yeah, but your capital is not,
yeah,
and you are leeching money out of Steve.
yeah, and you very slightly.
Am I? I don't see any arrow going towards you.
Oh, there
wait.
is that one going
Oh yeah,
north.
I see it. Yep.
It loops around.
It goes a long way around.
You know, it's funny just how hard set trade is. Like, you'd think that there would be a way that you can kind of reverse it, in a way. I know that this is based on a lot of historical things, but in reality, at least a little bit would go backwards. And I mean, and just imagine if China was the greatest power in the world and Europe was completely subsidiary, then what would the trade still go to Europe? I don't think so. A better example, maybe like the Ottomans. Now, couldn't they make it so that all the trade could just go to Istanbul? If they were to conquer into, like, Central Europe and stuff? I feel like they could easily get trade to go from Germany to Anatolia.
Yeah, or if they could break into, like, South Africa, they could completely shut down the Portuguese trade routes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's like, why would you go all the way around there when you can just go the way that they wanted to go in the first place? Yeah. Like, there should be... Yeah, I feel like there should be things that could do that. Like, okay, I think the idea would be, like, the trade thing could be the default as it is, but there would be, like, thresholds of power or trade influence that you could have that could severely flip it. Like, it's never a linear, arrow, but it's always going both ways. They're always parallel. And just if it gets big enough, you could flip it so that it goes the majority in the other direction.
Okay.
Like, things
I just got back. I just wanted to make sure nothing major changed, or.
My economy just shot through the roof.
Congratulations. Speaking of which, I have enough money now. I mean it sincerely, actually. It's awesome, because we need every advantage we can get. What triggered the economic expansion?
I decided to invest all of those Diplo points into production, which production has the bonus of it increases your trade power as well as just giving you more money.
I just did a huge investment too, so I'm hoping.
Yeah. So
I'm hoping that pays off.
Yeah, so because of all of the production I put in, my trade power tripled, which means I'm able to hold back 3 times as much money from going to John.
Which was not very much to begin with.
Oh, okay.
No, but it was enough to make a difference to me.
Oh, I'm actually getting more money. Like, it used to be like 0.16 or something that's going to my node. Now it's 0.31.
Okay,
So maybe your production,
Oh,
it's like you're retaining more, but you're also producing more.
So I guess it worked for John too.
Yeah, win-win. See, it's the producers. It's the labor that is the means of true. That is the way that you
what
get
are
true
you
wealth.
saying?
What?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that it's the working class that is that actually produces wealth, not the big fat cat traders that
So I
say.
get that's how you're saying it, but that was possibly the least eloquent way of saying
Maybe.
that anyone has ever said it.
Yeah. Look, man,
That'd
we're
be
developing
amazing.
economics for
That'd
the
be the most
first time
amazing
over
speech.
here.
The workers, fuck, I forgot.
Yeah, I know, man.
I get my words messed up sometimes. Okay, give me a break. Okay, I would love to have like a major leader who could not speak.
Oh, we've got
So-
one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Well, that's not what I mean. That's not a leader.
You're right. You're absolutely right. He's not a leader.
I'm not talking about like a president, just like a major figurehead, but who could not like just
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like not Lenin, but Marx.
God, Marx is brutal.
Wouldn't be so bad if he talked as poorly as me.
Honestly, I don't think Engels gets enough credit.
Yeah.
I mean, even he wouldn't give himself the credit he deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm now making 215 with armies raised.
Oh, you can definitely start colonizing Puro then. You'll be positive.
Okay.
Barely,
Let's see.
but you would be positive.
Yeah, but if I keep upgrading my production in cities, then I should be able to now be in the green. Or stay in the green, I should say.
And keep in mind that upgrading, if you want to do edicts in your states, that would make it less expensive to upgrade.
But it's more expensive to maintain.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like you don't have to maintain it for super long.
True. How long do they last?
Only like a year? Yeah, a year.
I'll think about that, but then again, like, I'm just using Diplo points, and it's not like I've got a lot I could use them for that would be useful, so...
No, well, the more you save, the more you can spend.
Hey, where do you decide your policy on colonies? The instability?
I'm doing native repression because I have nothing else for my military to
What you should
do.
be doing, Steve.
What?
Native repression.
We have to do that?
It's better.
Because we have so few colonists.
Okay, let's see.
Well, I mean, it's not that it's so few colonists, it's that we have military that's generally not doing anything, so they can sit there and it's fine.
Well, also...
And we're right next to it. It's not on the other side of the world.
John, you are in a little bit of a different situation than Steve and I am in.
Okay.
Because you are colonizing land that is not a desert.
Yeah.
Desert is really hard to colonize. You get a settler debuff of 10 settlers per month.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah, so we kind of need it. Steve and I need it to counteract.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still
You're just
doing
it
it
for
to...
fun.
Well, look, I'm not saying that repressing minorities is fun. I'm just... Look, man. They're just not going to be a minority any longer. Easy. Make them leave. Look, shit Crusader Kings say,
Crusader Kings. Oh god. Oh my god. You ever think back about one of your campaigns where it just like makes your skin crawl?
Okay, and for the record, they aren't actually they aren't actually minorities. They are my own culture, so it's fair oppression. They're just in the wrong place. We are bringing them civilization, which they already truly had because they are the right race. And this will be the race that crushes the white man. So, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, Steve. When I first got Crusader Kings, John pretty much posted everything I said to him for the next 2 days in that subreddit.
Really?
Yeah. Like, we could probably go back on... If we want to dig through our Facebook messages, we could find those.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Digging through Facebook messages is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, like having to search like CK2 or whatever.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Yeah, it's like when people first experience CK2, it's like, wow, this actually happened. It's terrible. It's like one of the first times I think you were playing EU4. I remember I was explaining the mechanics of what religions do for you, and you say that's like, wow, that's really cynical, and I'm like, yeah. It's like every benefit that when religion gives you a benefit, like a mechanical benefit to your country, that's a very cynical way of looking at it, because it's incredibly problematic, incredibly pragmatic, and in no way interested in anything that the people actually believe.
Well, I think, Paradox games are there any that aren't essentially cynical in nature?
Well, you could say,
Stellaris?
Yeah, Stellaris is... It could, depending on how you play it, could have that sort of Star Trek-y optimism.
Okay, I think it's...
Or you could just be CK2 in space. But of course, Stellaris is not historical, it's science fiction.
Right.
Successful company, 2.26 ducats. Wow, thanks!
Yeah, so Steve, if you look at Piro, you can see you're getting 35 per year.
Yeah.
If you didn't have the native repression policy, you'd be getting 15.
Okay, wow.
But it's like, if you don't have at least a degree of cynicism when you look at history, you're probably like a racist benefactor to like colonial policies. Oh boy, America, we always did such good things, never bad things. We didn't develop an entire system of bigotry to benefit a few rich people, no. Like,
yeah, I think if you've studied history to any,
any legitimate degree, yeah. And it's like, if we look at the religion,
a little bit cynical.
If we were just to talk about, like, the Christian denominations, I mean, it's not... I mean, they're also pretty... It's like... It's cynical in a sense that it's... That you are taking something that is dearer to people than anything and turning it into a number in a video game. But also it's based on real stuff. It's like, in Catholicism, it's about the influence of the Pope and how much influence your country has over the Pope. Protestantism...
Right. Eventually, once you can play the Pope, it's probably going to be about how much power you have.
Oh, yeah. That's actually... Yeah,
Pope.
Exactly. That's exactly what they're doing.
You can play the Pope.
Yes. But, I mean, they're making it a lot more interesting now. And you get, like, a lot more power as the Pope.
Oh, cool.
In Catholicism as a mechanic.
That's kind of why I want to play a new... I think it'd be interesting to have one of us be the Pope.
And then, yeah.
Would it be interesting for one of us to play a very powerful pope and have the other two try to defeat them?
Maybe.
But while staying Catholic?
I don't know. Yeah, no.
Because the easiest way to
not.
defeat the Pope is to just be right next to him and be Protestant.
Yeah.
Just be Sicily. And go Reformed or whatever.
Yeah, if you're gonna be in Italy and you're gonna be converting to anything, it should probably be Reformed. That trade power is really nice.
Yeah. So when it comes to Protestantism and Reformed, they're more abstract because those are not like concrete churches like Catholicism and the Anglican Church.
Yeah,
they're slightly related churches.
Yeah, slightly even less related when it comes to Reformed. Reformed is more of a
Reformed is like Calvinist and Methodist and Presbyterian.
Yeah, Methodist is actually more out of. I mean, just looking it up, it's more of like a Reformed-ish out of the Anglican tradition, so it's a little bit later on. But
yeah, but it's still sort of like it still counts as far as like most people are concerned. Like it's grouped among them.
I mean, you could also argue that it's like mainline Protestant.
You could, which is the point of which goes to that point you were saying. It's kind of abstract.
Yeah, but it's like the difference is that in the game is that Protestant is it's a state church. It is always your state's church, which is broader in that they're similar enough, but and they're also really flexible, which is really what the mechanic is that they have a flexibility of being, all right, these are things that the Catholic Church did and that we're going to stick with, and these are things that the Catholic Church did and we're going completely against, and it kind of flips here and there because it's not about the power of the church itself to determine these, it's the power of the state to influence it. That is the cynicism there. For Reformed, right. It is far less that Reformed churches are not as influenced by the state itself, so it's more about, you could say it is the state's influence over the people to feel a certain way to gear them to do one thing or another, which is why they don't have quite as many choices. So you could say that it's like my analogy, the analogy isn't quite perfect, but it's kind of because
mechanically it sort of functions as a fusion of the two.
Yeah. But it's like, it makes me think of kind of what the Anglican Church did in World War II, in the way of like, that it is like a holy mandate in a sense to stand for your country. But I mean, that of course that doesn't work well because it's the Anglican Church and it's not Reformed. But it's like, that's how that you as the state control whether people would want to focus on the military, the trade, or what was the other one? I forget.
Stability, yes. Which is also really good. Like, their stability modifier is really powerful.
Yeah.
Even when I'm Italy, that's the one I tend to keep on at all time.
Yeah.
It's -2 to national unrest.
So yeah, that's it's broad because it is not literally your ruler or government making a decision for or in direct regards to the church. It is your ruler making a decision in relation to the religious ideas of the people, I suppose. So again, not wrong, but also, cynical in its own way. And and then Anglicanism is kind of like a mix of.
It's very much like Catholicism.
Yeah, it's again kind of in between Reformed and Catholicism. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a number of, yeah. That's but it's the things that they focus on are specifically more like the Anglican Church, like divorce, divorce again, divorce again. You know,
all those divorces.
Yep. All right, now I've got my second colonist, so I'm losing a little money, but I'm doing okay. Yeah, I might not always be doing 2, but I think it's worth it right now. I've got a decent bit stocked up.
And I can now afford to have an advisor hired.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll actually get to that administrative level 5 soon.
So yeah, and Orthodox as well. I haven't played with the newer mechanics with Orthodox quite as much.
Orthodox was fun.
Yeah. I forget to what degree it's different from one Orthodox country to another Orthodox country. I think it's
all
entirely
Orthodox
independent.
Countries
right?
do the same things,
Yeah.
but what you do does not affect what another Orthodox country does.
Yeah. So that's kind of the
Ooh.
I forget the
No.
term.
Ooh, military. That's good. I want that.
Autocephaly? Kinda?
Yeah, autocephaly.
Yeah, that concept. And I just forget exactly what they do again, though. It's about the influence of the church itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's about how much influence you give to the your Orthodox Church.
Ooh, and there is my administrative.
Awesome. So generally, it's a good thing to just give them a ton of influence because it gives you, I think, lower.
There's really no downside to it.
Yeah, no realistic downside. I think you get less money, but from tax, but you get more money from other things. I think.
You don't really get anything at 0 authority.
Yeah. There's also going to be a new one that's going to be exclusively spawning in Bohemia. I think it's the Hussites. It's kind of
awesome.
like a proto-Protestant Reformation.
Oh yeah, they were important.
Yeah.
Threw a lot of people out of windows.
Yeah. It's still a thing. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. They actually have to number the defenestrations of Prague.
Yeah, it's not going to appear... It's going to be a pretty rare thing for the AI to actually stick with it, so unless you play as Bohemia, you're probably not going to become Hussite, but it's still cool. And it's like, from what I read about their mechanics, is that they're a lot about sort of... They're kind of experimental in their concept of we're our own church. I think one of their modifiers is having, like... religious services naked, and that improves that increases your relation improvement speed. So yeah.
Please tell me they've got something to throw people out of a window.
I'd be stunned if they don't. I could look it up for you right now if you really want me to.
I almost do, but then again, I kind of want to be surprised.
Yeah. I'll tell you once I play as Bohemia. Which won't be for a while, because... Yeah.
One of my favorite moments was the first time I was playing as England, and all of a sudden, the event for Jenkins' ear popped up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's such a good thing. One of the great things about Paradox's attention to history is that they focus... that they know. They love the... little things that are also a big deal that we don't talk about much in history books and stuff.
Oh, I talk about that all the time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But it's not the kind of thing that your 101 English history class would teach you. If you even have one of those. Closest thing that I had to that was, like, English literature classes in college. And I studied English as my major. The average folks in the U.S. don't get any of it. You're lucky if you get any real detail to England, like in world history classes in high school.
Yeah, you gotta take Euro history to get English history.
Yeah.
England does play a huge part in any European history studies, not just because they're England, but because the approach they took to just being England was drastically different from the approach that every other European country took.
Yeah.
Which is why they maintained their power for so long.
Yeah, absolutely. That they're so distant from like a lot of Western European everything.
Yeah, they didn't get involved in any of the stupid shit that everybody else got bogged down with.
Yeah. And then they made up their own to bog down the rest of Europe.
So they were.
Well, also,
they had a huge natural advantage, essentially.
Great Britain was in personal union with the Kingdom of Hanover for a long time, and they despised it. Like, the first chance they got to break that personal union, they took. Because Hanover, unlike England, kept getting involved in stupid shit like the rest of Europe was. And it was costly and destructive, and England knew that every time that they got pulled into it, it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
But they couldn't justify letting their king's other country go to shit. Like, there was never an official alliance signed between the two countries. Like, every action Britain took in regards to getting involved in one of Hanover's wars was
they fought Prussia for that because of Hanover, didn't they?
Yep.
Oh wow, that was a bloody one.
Yeah. Like I said, England hated being shackled to Hanover.
Yeah. The HRE is a mess.
Like, I believe they almost got into a war with Austria because one of the King Georges tried to dispute the Habsburgs the Habsburgs dismantling the HRE.
Huh. Oh, that would have to have been... Which George would have that been? Dismantling the...
Probably, I want to say George III.
Yeah, it would have to be that late. I mean, wasn't the HRE not really disbanded until Napoleon?
It was disbanded, during Napoleon, so yeah, that would be George III.
Oh, okay. But Austria is the one that did it. I thought that... I never really studied it that much. Like, I thought that it was, like, Napoleon just kind of rolled in and was like, nah, I'm gonna make this part this thing, this part this thing, and, the hell with the rest of you.
He started doing that, and Austria said, you know what? It's not worth it to fight him on this.
Gotcha.
Let's just do it ourselves and move on.
Alright. Yeah, that's a very loser in a multiplayer video game kind of thing.
Yeah, and George III tried to contest that because he said it wasn't illegal because no one had consulted him, and he was one of the electors.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how that got resolved, but I assume someone in Parliament told him to sit down and shut up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, crap! France is in Chesapeake.
What? Oh, crap.
France is in Virginia.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna need to close the Gulf as soon as you can.
Yeah.
Are they colonized yet?
Oh, yep, they are here. They are in Virginia. This is their Roanoke. Or, probably more accurately, Jamestown. Yeah, Chesapeake was Jamestown, I think.
As long as we keep them all on that side, we should be good.
Hopefully. Yeah, I've got my 2 colonists. If you ever want to subsidize me, that would be a little helpful. But it's not... I'm not desperately needing it quite yet.
Well, yeah,
eventually, once I built up enough, I'd be happy to.
Like, even 1 ducat a month would be useful.
One, yeah, I think I can afford 1.
Yeah,
I can't.
but again,
Right
it's not huge. It would simply keep me more viable. It's not like I'm going under if you don't. Not yet.
How about half of 1?
That would actually be fine. That would prolong it. I'm only negative
I'll start doing half of
0.77.
1 once my economy is a little bit in better shape.
All right.
Because it went down a little bit again.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, if you give me a little...
I was not expecting my income to raise as much as it did, so...
Yeah, I'm only negative 0.26 now. And I've got 246 in the bank. So again, it's really just preventing any potential long-term issues.
Yes.
I've got, other than the ones that I've got colonizing right now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the Western Gulf, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on basically Western Florida. And I've got the entire Gulf covered. After that, I would get into East Florida, get into the Atlantic. If I want to. You think... I don't know how the AI would focus, but if I were to take the Rio Grande estuary, would they be less incentivized to move around here?
I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea.
France did go for, like, the best trade node in Eastern America.
It's also, because of that little jut, it's pretty close to them, so it might be a distance thing.
I mean, it's like, it's the highest development.
I would definitely go for the estuary just for the sole fact that it's
yeah.
Guys, what should my other diplomat be doing?
Improving relations?
I don't have my diplomats doing anything. I haven't found a use for them, honestly.
Okay. I'm improving relations with Vilpan, I believe.
Hey, Steve.
I don't know why, but...
Since I've actually got a decent bit of money now, I'm gonna subsidize you as well.
You might not need to at the moment. My income is steadily going. I'm making $159 a month now with my settlement. I mean, with my colony.
Okay, well, I'm gonna send you this, and you'll still be making less than me. So.
Okay. Man, your economy really boomed then.
Oh yeah, I was not expecting it to go the way it did.
So is that mostly because of the trade power or because of the,
It's because of the trade power. Like, okay, so when we started the game, I was making 0.32 in trade. Now I am making 1.61.
I cannot interact with France yet. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Probably good, I think.
I mean, the sooner I can be nice with them when they have far less power over here, I feel like the better.
Fair.
I mean, if I could... Yeah, I don't know. So, in order to reform and convert, I have to border them?
Yep.
Yeah, we have no idea what the religion is looking like over there. I imagine the Reformation has fired.
Would have to. We're in the age of Reformation.
You'd be surprised how long it could go, though.
True.
Like, it's all a lot of small... Like, they do so many things so well in these games. It's like how the small choices of a lot of the electors in just other countries determine the degree at which Protestantism is influential versus Catholicism. And another thing that I'm really liking about what they're changing up with the new DLC or patch, I don't know which one this mechanic specifically comes from, but it's like the Pope and I believe the Pope and or the papal controller are going to have a decision on they can decide to what degree the oh, what is this? Conquistador from Holland tried to force us and our rival to bury the hatchet. The enmity between us and the neighboring country has never been stronger, all thanks to that meddling person. That's... ... surprising. And I don't think it actually gave me any sort of modifier. Weird. Anyway, so there's a mechanic that you could choose whether you want to be like hardcore counter-reformation, or it's like, or at least you shape what the counter-reformation is. It could be from a number of decisions, very anti-reform or very pro-reform, to the point at which you are either the policy is, and you can choose like a number of policies, like this one could go one way, this one can go the other. So you could either be like, either burn the heretics in the streets, no quarter given, or we're basically Protestant, or anything in between. So either you accept what accept parts of or all of what Martin Luther had problems with, or you just kill him. And it really depends on the situation that which one is beneficial. It's just they do so well with so many of these ideas. It's clearly not just a love for the game, it's a love for history.
Yep. Awesome. Colony's finished. Moving on.
Big sexy Kato. Stupid sexy fish.
I do love that there's a Ned Flanders themed metal band.
I think I've seen that, yeah.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, they're called Oakley Dokley.
Alright, what do we got here? Hey, I got a merchant. Oh boy. Alright.
If only there was something to do with it.
Yep, I am steering in Rio Grande.
Oh, I am finally close enough to steal trade from Steve.
I'm collecting in Mississippi. Oh, could I? I can actually collect in Ohio. Can't quite get the Caribbean, it seems. Alright, so might as well collect in Ohio. That has increased my trade money by... Wait for it. 0.01.
Yeah.
0.01. Or maybe that's just a daily fluctuation. I don't know.
I'm only siphoning off 0.01 from you.
Yeah. Evensies. And I'm just 100 people in this settlement away from gold. And I've got 1,167 Diplo points in the bank. Inflation nation, here I come. Keeping my eye on the East Coast. Waiting for the Dutch to come. I think best case scenario is they barely colonize. Next best case scenario, they're very spotty around the region. Like maybe a small bit of Spanish, small bit of France, small bit of England, small bit of Netherlands, small bit of Norway.
Well, the second a colonial nation forms, that is when they are at its weakest. So
okay. Yeah, that's right.
We gotta pay attention and attack as soon as that happens.
Yeah. Because they don't have any troops.
Yeah, and their mother country won't get involved.
Yeah, absolutely. It's still gonna be a while. We've only... Yeah, there is only one one Norwegian guy, one French guy. I have no idea what's happening in most of the Caribbean or Central South America.
I would assume that the Caribbean is lost already.
I see a little tiny bit of Cuba. It seems still free. You know, I realized that I actually could have benefited from exploration because I could have started exploring. Would have been expensive to have those boats, but I could have done it.
You don't have boats.
Oh, I can't make boats?
You cannot make boats.
Dang, that's illegal.
Sir, you put that boat down.
Do you not have a boat? Officer, I'm sorry if I didn't know. Sir, you do not have a boat. This is a boat mandatory region. I'm gonna need to take you in.
That can actually happen in real life. I'm not even joking. There are definitely boat mandatory places.
Yep.
Out there. Sir, you cannot be here without a boat.
You know, that's kind of how colonialism worked. Instead of a boat, it was a flag. Excuse me, what are you doing on this land? I live here. I've lived here forever. My family has always been here. Do you not have a flag? A what? A flag. It's a thing that denotes your nation. My people are the... I don't care. Where's your flag? I don't... Alright, here you go. You can use mine. My land now. Ugh.
Do you see this hat?
Do you see this hat? Jeez.
Oh, what's that skit? I absolutely have seen that. Oh yeah, the captain. Yeah.
What kind of hat is this?
The captain's hat?
Ah, yes. Call it the West Indies. So, I mean, the East Indies, sir. We sailed west. Therefore, they're the West Indies.
Huh.
Assuming that this is India, which we also need to talk about.
No, this is Caddo. The great nation, the great continent of Caddo. Will rule them all! I will steal them, steal their technology, and steal their religion! It will be mine!
I like to think that your responses literally are what you're saying when you click on something in this game. So when it says there's a native uprising, you either say okay or oh no.
Yeah.
Every time. Like okay. Or oh no.
You truly are your great-great-grandfather's son.
It neither does anything different, so it's not really an option. But it should be. If you say oh no, it should like do -1 stability immediately. Like, gee.
I think there's one thing we can all agree on. There aren't nearly enough choices for the comet event.
Absolutely not enough choices.
Absolutely not. That would be that's something that's made. I mean, yeah, that's something that's really made Hearts of Iron 4 more fun. Is the amount of like little details they've thrown in there, which really flesh out the game and add like an element of role playing to it.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm going to lose 10 trade power in Ohio. I have... Alright, let's look at this pie chart. I believe I'm considered other on this pie chart, as my number does not even appear.
I have, in Steve's trade node, I have 0% trade power. My trade power is 1.006. Sorry, 1.106.
Alright, I got fish in Pensacola. I'm very close to finishing up my gold. My beautiful gold. So it yields to kill the invaders.
Yeah, we get less income from gold until we reform, but we
Dang.
still get income from gold.
Yeah. Yeah, right now I'm getting 0.03. Like, even 1 ducat would make a difference. Less than that. I mean, like, I'm negative 0.21 right now. The difference between losing slightly amount of money versus gaining the equal slight amount of money is infinite. And that's why you shouldn't use credit cards. Alright. Gold is done. I cannot actually reach that that province quite yet. Go to Atacapa. Alright. Now wanna bother making a state right now? No, I wanna save the admin. Let's just develop my gold. Once, apparently. Oh, now I'm making... Wait, hold on, we'll see how much I'm making from gold. It looks like... I mean, having that finished, it actually already got me into the positives. Oh no, it's probably because I wasn't colonizing for the end of that month or whatever. Alright, 0.05 from gold now. And I am actually in the positives, so maybe that one province did make the difference. I wonder how the Aztecs are doing.
Hopefully well.
Yeah. I no longer look like a fish. I am more resembling a...
Lamprey?
One of those rifles from, like, Star Trek,
I think I know what you're talking about. From, like, Deep Space Nine?
Are they in Deep Space Nine? I haven't actually seen Deep Space Nine.
Are they Voyager?
From the movie.
Are those the ones like the phaser rifles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I know what you're talking about. It does kind of look like that.
Oh, talk about being useful. Take a look where your vassal is, Steve.
Where did he go?
All the way up there.
Oh man, that is some real fucking spite. So, then you can vassal us, huh?
Yeah, it's like, how do you even have a vassal that's like all the way up there?
How do you have a vassal that can just walk away? Just walk
yeah, you think that it's like, you are mine, stay right there.
So what am I supposed to do to tell them, like, you're my vassal?
Whenever I've made a vassal as a native, they always stayed close. They've never done that.
Screw you guys, I'm gonna go north.
It'd be fucking amazing if, like, Chinook, like, just kept migrating, and, like, we eventually, like, they disappeared. We thought they were conquered, and way later we found them in, like, Asia, somehow.
Hope you were... You should be paying us interest now. 5 ducats.
Like, Chinook conquers the whole planet as my vassal, and then it's like, who's the vassal now?
Still you. You haven't said no.
Yeah, still you.
Alright, yeah, I can't think of another reason, anything to do other than develop with my production, with my 1,000 plus Diplo points.
Oh yeah, dude, it'll skyrocket your economy. You won't need my subsidy.
Alright, let's go for all my cheapest ones first. Alright, I can actually build another building in Mobile now. That's awesome. Alright, let's see. How are we doing? Production 2.10. I think that was already higher. I didn't look at what it was at the previous month tick. $2.45. Alright, I'm making 0.49 now. Alright, yeah, it was definitely... At this low level, it is actually noticeable how much your, how much the state things cost. So I would be making a lot more if I didn't have those active right now, but yeah. I'll go ahead and upgrade a couple of the other ones as well. Because I can't...
My second colonist.
Alright, there goes all my Diplo. 2.98. Like, I would be a little worried about unbalanced research, but my research is not gonna get that unbalanced. Not with how slowly my military and admin's gonna be going.
What are you making now, John?
Building wise? What do you mean?
No, money.
Oh yeah, I am currently making a ducat a month.
Nice.
If you would like to stop, I wouldn't blame you. But I mean, I'm always fine with more money.
I don't need to stop because I'm actually making slightly more than that while subsidizing both of you two.
Okay.
And having 2 colonies running.
Cool. I might do military development too. At the very least, to get a lot of these up to 10, so that I can make another building.
Means I might be able to afford a horse. Yeah, I think I can support that.
You a horse?
I'm building a horse.
Gotta get the old motor out.
I'll get the hacksaw.
The horse is almost done. We just built the horse, but it isn't started. Oh, don't worry. You just gotta use a little bit of oil. Once you get that, the engine starts up.
My country is just a coastline.
Chile would be proud.
Chile. I'm making 251 now.
Nice.
Not counting subsidies. Oh no, counting subsidies. So that's... I'm making 2 right now. I can probably afford another colony, don't you think? Or
yeah, you can. Well, no. Only if you have a second colonist, which you don't.
Oh, okay. How do I get another colonist?
Through ideas.
Shit. That's gonna be a while.
Yeah. So, since you're making so much money and you're not gonna really have another colonist, I'm gonna stop subsidizing you for a while, Steve.
Yeah, go right ahead.
If you do need something, let me know, and I can send you another influx. But at the moment, I'm gonna use that money to build up my army.
No, yeah, no, that's fine. I think...
Up the printing press.
Okay, yeah. I like how my picture is a dude in a canoe.
What picture?
The growth of the printing press industry, the printing industry.
Oh.
This changes
Mine
everything.
wasn't a
I
canoe.
say alone in my canoe, just feeling like a disturbance in the force. My God, letters next to each other. My God. All right, faster colonists. And I got my first native idea. Moral of armies, so hopefully I don't have to use that for a long time, but cool. Well, the next one will be great. Idea cost reduction. By recognizing, this is counting coups? What do we... By recognizing certain acts on the battlefield as coups worthy of retelling. Yeah, I mean, it's C-O-U-P-S. Oh, shit! Guess who's in Rio Grande?
No.
Spain! And it's not even Castile, it's straight up Spain.
Oh, great.
Uh-oh.
I'm literally... There's one province between them and me.
Wonderful.
Alright. By recognizing certain acts on the battlefield as coups worthy of retelling and celebrating, we can encourage our young men to show greater bravery as they too attempt to win fame and glory. Moral of armies. So, I mean, this is my chance that I could... Oh my goodness. Oh, that's interesting. They are expelling, yeah, Moroccan Sunnis into Rio Grande.
Oh.
That's interesting.
That means that they have at least some possessions in Morocco that they are currently Castilianizing. At least I presume Castile. It'd be crazy if this was actually Aragon.
Or Granada.
Oh. That would be even weirder. Because then why would they... Well, they would be expelling Moroccans, but that are still just Sunni. I don't know. So they're... I mean, they are close to me. I very well could reform a lot. Like, what are the requirements to reform? How do I do that?
Let's see. Let me look it up on the wiki since it's been a while and I don't want to tell you the wrong thing.
Because I could border their colony in, like, 400 more settlers in one thing. But, I mean, at least this is, at the moment, towards an ideal. That we've got one for Norway, one for France, one for Spain.
North and South American native tribes cannot embrace institutions until they have reformed their government.
Mm-hmm.
This happens differently and provides different effects depending on if Conquest of Paradise, blah, blah, blah. If Conquest of Paradise is enabled, reforming government requires taking all the native ideas and having a core province adjacent to a core province of a nation that has embraced feudalism. This can include other reformed tribes.
That's it?
Yep.
Wow. I can do that very quickly. Holy crap. Hey, Spain, I heard you like Jesus. I do too, now give me guns. All right. I mean, this could be good. This could be good. I mean, optimistic here. Like I feel like the likelihood of them trying to attack me when they only have one province is kind of slim.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I haven't paid enough attention to how the AI works to note when they actually attack natives. Sometimes they never do, and they literally stick around till the end of the game, just completely surrounded by a colonial nation.
And sometimes they do when they have that single province.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say.
Oh yeah, and I can actually see they are expelling minorities from Tangiers.
Okay.
God, they colonized so quickly.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm probably gonna be closing up pretty soon.
Okay.
Probably going to bed pretty early. But would you guys want to try to do another game this week? Is it possible?
I always can.
And it's mainly Chris I'm asking
Yeah.
because, you know.
I can't tell you. I have no idea when I'm getting off.
I want to try to finish this, but I mean, I don't think we can do that.
We do still have one more week after this.
Okay. Sweet.
If I get off on any day at a reasonable time and I'm not completely drained from all the bullshit, I'll let you know, but I don't really like the odds of that.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
I don't like that Spain got there, though.
Yeah.
No, it's not a
Would
good
you
omen.
prefer, like, a different country, or how do you mean?
Because Spain's really aggressive in colonizing.
Gotcha. That is very true.
Also, aren't they the one we want the least as far as technology-wise?
It's very possible. Like, they colonize twice as fast as France does.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's pretty uncommon for France to... Well, I don't even know pretty uncommon. Relatively uncommon for France to actually colonize down here. At least early.
But yeah, my point was we kind of don't really want a lot of early colonizing.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's a given,
But at the same time, I mean, they are... At least from there, they can only colonize 2 provinces that are directly next to where they already are. So, at least in that specific spot, it's pretty narrow. Without them having to declare war.
I mean,
if they declare war, can we beat them right now?
No.
No, we cannot beat them. But the second new Spain forms, we can beat that. Of course, that won't make old Spain very happy, but it's better to get rid of the colonial nation than to let it grow unchecked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Last thing we need is America.
Yes. That is the last thing we need.
I'm still going to keep trying to colonize as much of this coast as I can to keep Portugal from sneaking up on us.
Yeah. You are definitely in a safer position.
Unless Portugal gets up.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty long haul to get around there.
Portugal colonizes this side very often.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just a matter of when.
I see them take Cascadia almost every game.
Yeah. Alright, livestock in Atapataka. I see, is that a Norwegian trade fleet? And oh, no, that's a Norwegian war fleet. 3 heavy ships in the Galveston Bay. Alright. Oh, well, Norway has gotten a second colony going, directly next to the old one. At the rate they're going, they may have Vinland before anyone else can make a Canada. Unless something really bad happens to Norway. It's gonna be interesting to see what the map looks like without us having any interference, you know?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do about Vinland. I think it's too far that even if we did take it when it formed, we wouldn't be able to core it, so...
Yeah, I'm not worried about it either.
I think we have to just let Norway be Norway.
And die. Sorry, Norway.
Yeah, we're gonna need to take out New Spain, though, whenever...
Yeah.
That happens.
We have to watch this one.
And it's Star Trek First Contact. How did I miss that? How did I forget the name of the freaking Star Trek movie?
Floridae might be a problem.
Low ride.
But they're far enough that they also might not be.
Mm-hmm.
But that decision's going to be largely up to you, John.
We'll see. I mean, if I can reform I've got a lot more confidence. I mean, I'm just sitting on 1,000 military points. That could get me, if I were to rapidly catch up on the institutions, that could catch me up real hard, military-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. But of all places for Spain to spawn. I mean, I feel like we can at least manage them better over here, I think, than if they were to be in, like, Florida.
Yeah.
Man, can we just talk about how good of a rapper name Flo Rida is for a Miami-based rapper?
It is.
It's so, yeah.
It is very good.
And it's like, how did no one think of it before?
Well, history works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, I'll feel a lot more confident once I close this coastline.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have too much left to go. You just
gotta
gotta
get both this little chunk here and Baja.
Yeah. Gotta grab a fistful of mayo.
I also gotta keep marching up California and Cascadia, but that's not as big an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not really fearing a Russian colonial nation.
That's a rare sight. Speaking of, they are still Muscovy. I don't know what time the AI... I haven't really paid attention to when the AI normally becomes Russia, but they're not Russia. Oh, and the Great Britain is on the map now. Is on the Great Powers. They are 5th.
Oh, I thought you meant that they're in North
Oh,
America.
no. Sorry. That was not a good word choice. They are the 5th greatest world power.
They are the worst case scenario.
Who?
Britain.
Great Britain.
Oh, okay.
Spain is really bad, but I think Great Britain is the worst.
What makes Britain worse?
They just lock down everything, and they are very aggressive. They will target everybody. Like, most of the other countries tend not to really do much with other colonial nations. They'll just, like, kind of leave them. Great Britain absorbs everything. Which means if you cannot stop a British colonial nation at the start, it's going to take over everything close by it, and you'll never be able to get it.
Yep, that's America.
Yep, exactly. So, I would be a lot happier if we don't have to deal with Manifest Destiny.
Will they eventually split?
How do you mean? Like, they would break free?
Yeah.
Sometimes?
They can, but I've never seen it happen.
Yeah, it's not very common for the AI to independently become independent.
Okay.
That's something that actually happens a lot if you were to continue the timeline. If you were to hypothetically play the game for a lot longer, they almost always get really large and very independent, like the colonial nations. Like, you can see huge Perus that have most of South America and the like.
Yeah, I've never continued the game past the end day.
Yeah, it's like, I've seen a lot of YouTubers that use mods and stuff to do stuff like that. 150 guys away from starting a colony next to Spain.
Do you want to do that?
I mean, I feel like the sooner I reform, the better. Oh, and they got another one in Rio Bravo, just south of Rio Grande.
Okay. Well, if you want to, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, being as close to them as possible, I feel like
It's gonna slow.
I mean,
It's gonna slow down your colonization because you're gonna lose that free colonist.
I get a free colonist? Oh, from reforming?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I feel like
We
again.
lose the native ideas.
All right, yeah. And what do I get, like, generic?
No, you see the advancements.
Oh, yeah. Okay, those things, yeah. Gotcha. I think that's fine. It'll probably still take some time. I at least want to have the option early.
Okay. Go ahead.
Because the sooner that I get those institutions, the sooner I can be anywhere close to on par with any Europeans. This time they are just colonizing with regular Catholic Castilians.
Yeah, I usually don't reform until late. Because it takes a while for institutions to spread here.
Yeah. I suppose.
But if you want to go early, like, go ahead.
Hmm.
I'm not saying I'm right. Keep in mind, you've heard how most of my native campaigns have ended.
Yeah. I mean, that's just my first instinct, is to take a risk early.
Yeah.
Versus wish that you hadn't later.
Fair enough. Keep in mind your income's also going to tank when you reform.
Okay, what would I lose?
Are you reforming now?
No, it's still gonna take a little time.
Okay.
You lose all of the native buildings.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I remembered.
Yeah, so I'd try and save up a bit of a treasury before you do it.
Yeah. So that you could just build the regular, like, churches and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, there they go. They are next to you, John.
Oh, wow. Oh, they grabbed that up real quick. They're sending all their colonists here.
They're really aggressive.
Yeah. You can be aggressive colonially, and you can also be aggressive militarily.
They're aggressive colonially.
Okay, that's not as bad.
Britain is aggressive both.
Yeah. Like, as long as they don't kill me, I'd be fine.
They'll probably kill you when they run out of places to colonize.
Yeah. But I mean, maybe at least by that time I could be friends with France or something. I don't know. Speaking of, their first colony is about to finish. One more month and it'll be done.
Okay, so as soon as we see their fifth colony hit the map, we take positions around them.
Yeah. And Norway is in a personal union with Denmark.
They usually are.
Yeah. Of the Porse dynasty, P-O-R-S-E. Interesting. Yeah. France also finished their colony. They are the Valois, as per usual. both Norway and France are still Catholic.
Yeah, France usually changes late when it changes.
If it does at all. Yeah, France is enemies with Britain and the Mamluks. And Burgundy is also rival with France. Oh, Spain has got was trying to spy on me.
France is allied to Spain.
Hmm.
There's a bad thing right there.
Yeah. That is not in our favor.
Do you think that alliance will break down?
Eventually?
Trust between giants is a fickle thing.
But also one of the scariest things you can see in this game is any sort of PU between the two, and it's not unlikely. I'm gonna go ahead and make a state out of Texas.
Yeah, they'll just spend the rest of their existence saying they don't want to be one.
Yeah.
I was about to say no one ever made that mistake before.
Oh, hey, look, France landed in Biloxi.
Oh yeah, here they are. What are they doing?
Exploring, I think.
Explory boys. Hey man, I got gold. Want to trade? Peacefully?
Yeah, they don't do that.
Well, I mean, if anyone would trade, it would be France, actually.
Yeah. I'm not being fair to the French.
Yeah, of all the New World colonizers, they were probably the least awful.
They definitely weren't the British.
No. Do you feel like innovativeness would help at all right now?
Innovative? No, I don't really think so.
Innovativeness.
Yeah, I'm not really
You think it would?
I mean, it's just the anatomical theater one.
I don't know, I don't know if I'd see it. I think you'd lose it pretty fast because we're so far behind.
Yeah.
The colonies I'm making are Yuki and Yaki.
Cool names. Alright.
I have a power projection of 0.
I've got 5. Longtime rival. We're just kind of staring at Choctaw semi-menacingly.
France has started their second colony. And they just got a big boost to their colonists.
Chateau. Chat it, whatever you want to call it. So I'm watching MXC, and that one, this one lady was doing the log rollers, which is like basically running from one giant rolling pin to another to get to the end. And she was just like Goku and had a little tail, actually a pretty big tail, and like a turtle helmet.
Turtle helmet?
Yeah. Like, he was...
Not to be confused with a turtle hermit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Master Roshi is the turtle hermit, and he was Goku's second master.
After Gohan?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take military tech 6. Why the gosh not?
Now you can have horses too.
Yay! I'm a horsey boy. I mean, I guess that actually makes sense for me, since the Spanish are, like, hanging out around here now. What? But do I want to pay for them? How much do they cost? Maintenance is 0.43. I could afford them. Maybe one in each army? Well, each of these halves? I think that sounds good. Expensive, but we're building up here. We're building up. Choctaw, behold my my large animals and beware. Be scared.
Awesome, I got a penal colony.
Thanks, Britain. Oh man, it's so sick. I can put, like, a penal colony. Could you imagine, like, a Native American nation having a penal colony? Imagine them having anything like... Imagine them having, like, a prison industrial complex.
You see, we are ahead of the curve here. All other tribes send their prisoners to me.
You see, I mean, that's why a lot of smaller towns want to just get prisons. Because they like, get tons of workers, you get income from all of that. It's super, super lucrative.
My paint horse is painted.
Yeah. Yeah, we got one army over there just staring at the Spanish, being all like, "Be chill, man." What would be the equivalent in Spanish? I'm trying to think. Like, would a literal translation sound weird, you think?
I don't know, I don't speak Spanish.
What would?
High school failed me. I still haven't forgiven the school for doing that to me.
One thing that would be nice if this game could have had would have been like a cultural pie chart, kind of like in a cultural or religious pie chart in kind of like in Victoria, because it's like, hey man, this entire province is entirely this one culture and nothing else matters in it. Like, can you have a benefit from cultural and religious minorities? I mean, come on. One thing that's kind of funny is that from what I have seen of Victoria 2 is that there are different policies that your government can have. A lot of them, one of them being like how open your borders are to let people out, and if China lets people out, tons and tons and tons and tons of people leave, basically overnight, changing the cultural makeup of like of the Americas and Australia.
That's incredible.
Yeah. It's like instantly, like North Australia can turn to 50% Chinese. They do eventually assimilate, but it's just kind of a weird thing to happen immediately. Just so quickly.
Well, if we wanted to, we could declare war on France. I wouldn't recommend it.
Big yikes. Oh, they do have a second colony now.
France?
Yeah.
No.
Now for Central Virginia.
Oh, Steve, your colony's almost done.
I know, it's on its way.
119 settlers, and I border a Spanish colony. Like an actual finished chord province of mine.
Yeah, but theirs isn't finished yet,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be saving up for technology for a while. Oh my god.
What?
So I'm looking at. Okay, I'm starting to get a little bit tired.
Okay, we can be done pretty soon.
Pretty soon, because I was looking at the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I see these two birds flying around, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like zoomed out, and I'm like, the fuck, when did they get aircraft? Like, that's what went through my head. I was thinking in like terms of HO4. I was like, aircraft? Who? What? Because if you look at a distance, those birds, you don't see their wings don't flap. I think about it.
Spain is calling in an airstrike.
It's birdemic over here.
I'll get
Don't
the
watch
wire
Birdemic.
hangers.
Don't watch that movie.
No.
I can give anyone some good fucking advice tonight.
Z Conno, thanks for joining me. How are you doing today? We're just playing some chill multiplayer Hearts of Iron. Nope. I'm used to saying Hearts of Iron 4. You know, Europa Universalis 4 multiplayer in the New World, being Native Americans. I'm Kato. Chris is the Apache, and Steve is the Navajo. And I border Spain, so it's gonna may get dicey before too long. We are gonna be ending pretty soon, though. So if any folks out there in Twitch land enjoy Hearts of Iron, enjoy EU4.
Europa Universalis.
Don't forget to follow the channel. I'm going to be playing this a ton when the DLC comes out in a couple weeks. We'll also be playing this again at least one more time until then. Meanwhile, I'll be playing... Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm probably going to be playing a good bit of Crusader Kings 2, if you like that as well. I also play Hearts of Iron 4, as you may guess. Haven't been playing that one quite as much lately, but that was our multiplayer thing up until recently. It's kind of want to... I don't even know about finish this campaign. This may go on a while. I wouldn't mind continuing this even if we, even after the DLC.
Yeah, if it works, I would be fine with that completely. I think it's a really good campaign.
As long as you don't, as long as you, roll the patch back.
Yeah, I can do that.
It would be a little annoying to go back to old Catholic if I do end up staying Catholic, which I may very well do to have better relations with Spain and France.
Can you survive without the subsidies, John?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Thanks for the help.
Oh, I think it already ran out anyway.
Yeah, it automatically ran out. Yeah, my goal for colonization is to, at very least, is to prevent as much of them being able to land on the coast as possible. Maybe even trying to encircle Spain, like the Spanish colonies. I don't know how much I want to do that though, because that may incur their ire.
We want to make sure that they can at least get 5.
Yeah, of course. They will definitely be able to do that. Yeah, I started only in like... I started right there, so I didn't actually move too far from where I began.
Yeah, we rushed to San Francisco and New Orleans.
Yeah, Steve is pretty much where he was at.
Because he started sedentary.
Yeah, and Chris definitely moved a good bit west. His capital is San Francisco. Basically. Yeah, not the... I mean, it's got positives and negatives, having Spain being so close so early. I mean, I'm trying to be positive about this.
Probably collapse any second now.
What could?
Your society?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That modifier?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you live in Louisiana. Cool. War is coming. Oh, no, I'm dead. War is coming, my chief. The rumor is spreading that Spain is preparing to declare war upon us. We must rush to prepare our defenses. The babbling buffoon personality of Juana the First is likely why we learnt of this. Heck.
Okay, maybe... Oh, that might be good.
Yeah, they claimed Eilish now.
We can just walk in and steal their colonies.
Yeah, but the question, as long as they don't show up.
Yeah.
Alright, I think I'm gonna... I want to chill on the colony. No, I think I should...
I would move your other troops back.
Yeah. I will colonize...
Yeah, when they declare war, you want to rush and just forcibly take their colonies. Not like siege, but walk over and do the take colony thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they may finish Morocco before then, though.
Yeah, well, we can only hope they don't.
I got a 6 shock general.
No, they're gonna finish it. It's gonna be finished in January.
And I got Peasant Revolt. I was not thinking about unrest. That's pretty lame.
So how long does it usually take after you get one of those pop-ups that they declare war?
I don't know. I've very rarely been declared war upon in this game.
Well, I get declared war on all the time, but I never get a pop-up about it.
Oh, immediately.
I'm rushing
are you
to...
getting invaded by Spain now?
Yep. They are on their way.
Guys,
Did this...
rush as far as close as you can to to their colonies.
I am going right now. I was going to try and fight the peasants, who just
Can we
occupied.
save this one for the next game?
Yeah. Could be a good way to either end it or have a triumphant victory.
I'm moving my troops close to Texas because then we're gonna. Oh Jesus, man, that was quick.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can continue even if I die.
It's not gonna. We're not gonna be able to do much if you die.
I mean, it depends on how hard they want to go after you. I don't know.
There I will. Let's not be naive. Can we get anybody else in on this war? Could we get like Cherokee?
Yeah, Cherokee's in here.
It's me, you, John, Cherokee, and Chinook. But it's going to take them a while to do anything.
Yeah, Spain's military. Spain is at military tech 12.
Yeah, look where the fuck Chinook is.
Spain is the third greatest world power.
God. It literally went almost as far north as you can.
Spain is 43,000 men. I mean, if we all put our guys together, we're almost equal. Well, actually, no. Cherokee of 24K. So if we put it all together, we outnumber them if they bring their entire military, but they also outquality us 2-1.
Okay, I'm gonna start building a new army. Not new army, but we're getting to the force limit.
Okay, I may be building more dudes.
Or as close as we can.
I don't even know if numbers would help. If you're willing to build more dudes, then go for it.
Because the numbers are all we got.
Well, basically, we want to
take
their colonies, and then they don't have a landing zone.
Yeah. They are extremely. They will finish Rio Grande at the end of the month. They are 5 settlers away.
Yeah, let's just play to the end of that month and see. I doubt it, but let's see if either of us can make it in time.
No chance. European diseases.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I got stopped by natives.
So are we going now? Are we moving in now?
Yeah.
Where are we moving towards?
Rio Grande, and it's finished. Rapid collapse of society, minus 20% army morale. 10% discipline.
Grab La Baya for yourself, and I will grab Rio Bravo.
And I'll head down to Rio Grande.
So are you gonna permanently take Rio Bravo? Or are you gonna... How does that work?
I mean, I was gonna permanently take it and then destroy it.
Okay.
But if you want, I could wait for you and you can permanently take it.
I might want to. I mean,
it might overtax your economy, though.
We'll see. My chief, rapid collapse of society has happened to us. Affects all the bad things. European diseases. Why do we need... since the arrival of Europeans, strange diseases and deadly... Since the arrival of the Europeans, strange diseases and deadly are spreading rapidly among our people. That is literally what it says.
That's pretty funny.
Strange diseases and deadly are spreading rapidly among our people. That is true. Spain is going to take a long time to get over here. Hopefully they trickle in. I doubt they will.
If they trickle in, we're good.
Yeah, I mean, I should definitely be the ones reinforcing because my morale is shot. So, like, you guys should be the front lines and I can help you with numbers, purely. As more and more people lay sick with fever and blisters, our society is shaking at its core. Have the gods forsaken us? Hey, lower on rust, at least. That's my positive here. Alright, want to call it here then, or do you want to...
Yeah, I think this is the best point.
Yep. This is
I kind of like to keep going, but yeah, if Steve's tired, we definitely should.
Yeah,
it's a good cliffhanger.
If we were just going to go on for a little bit and, like, you know, not do much, but this is going to be something we need to pay attention to.
Like, we would need to stop in the middle of a war.
What?
We would need to stop in the middle of the war. I'd be kind of surprised if this is short somehow.
Okay, so, John, there is a plus side. Well, there is, like, a possible way.
Okay, I'm gonna log out. I'll still be on the Discord.
Hold on. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
There is a chance that Spain doesn't actually want your land.
Yeah.
In which case, they might just be doing it to steal all of your money.
Oh yeah, that's possible. I don't have that much. Man, just spend all my money. That'd teach them.
But yeah, so if that's the case, then you might be able to get out of it just with a massive economic depression.
Yeah. Thanks. Happy about that.
I suspect they probably do want the land.
They did claim a province. They claimed my gold. Like, not even the one that they border, they claimed my gold specifically.
Yeah, so that's probably what they're going for.
Alright, so if you want to see how this resolves, be sure to follow the channel and come back next week where we see how this goes. So until then, thank you guys very much for joining me. Rock over London, rock on Chicago. I am Cyrock Omega, and have a nice day. Later.